All right, ladies and gentlemen, obviously I'm not here, but I'm making this video so I can explain and show you what you have to do in the lab today. Today's lab is located on your Google Classroom. There are two files. Please make sure that you merge them together into one document on Notability. Okay, so the first part of the lab is a reference point lab. We've been talking about this in class, so we're going to do that now. So what you're going to do today is you're going to figure out how you can describe the location of an object without actually telling what the object is and without guiding a person as if you were GPS. So you are going to pick something in the lab room, anything in the lab room. Make sure it is as far away from your lab table as possible. You're going to pick this object, it could be anything in the room, and you are going to guide your partner as to how to get there. But you're not going to tell them or you're not going to point. You're just going to pick something that's in this room that you see in the screen in front of you or that you see around you, and you're going to guide them as to how to get there. Now, you're going to guide this person to this point, but you're going to be very careful about how you do it. First thing you're going to do is you're going to tell them how to get there. You're not going to tell them, go here, go here, go there, go there. No. You're going to tell them that you have to do this, then do this, then do this, then walk over there. All of this must be told while you're there. You're not going to point it out. You're actually going to tell them immediately at the table what they have to do and then watch them. And they're going to try to get there, and when they get there, they're going to touch the object. Now, if they don't do it, they have to try it again. And you have to tell them, come back, you made a mistake, let's fix it. All right, let's try this and change your directions. And you're going to try as many times as you possibly can, changing the directions to get them to touch the object. Okay? If they get the object, you'll be like, good, great job, you did it, that's wonderful. Okay? Then you're going to switch it up and you're going to do it. You're then going to record your partner's name, the number of attempts that it took, and if it took more than one attempt, you're going to explain why. You're going to do it, and so is your partner. Once that's done, you're going to answer the assessment and analysis questions that come after this part. Now you're going to move on to the second portion of the lab on this first sheet that you're doing. This is the relative motion portion of the lab. What you're going to need for this lab is located in the black basket that is in the front of the room, some tennis balls and some tape. Okay, so you're going to take your masking tape. Okay, you're going to rip it into two sections. You're going to take your meter stick. Okay, and you're going to use them for this portion. First thing you're going to do is take a piece of tape, put it down on the ground. You're then going to take your meter stick. Okay, and you're going to measure 4 lengths of the meter stick, okay, all the way to the back of the room or to the side of the room, doesn't make a difference. Just make sure that you measure 4 meters. Once you have measured those 4 meters out, okay, you are going to take your second piece of tape and you're going to place your second piece of tape at the 4-meter mark. This is going to be the space that you're going to have to walk in order to complete this portion of the lab. Okay, so make sure that it is 4 meters. It's an accurate 4 meters. Make sure you take your tape, you put it down, and that's how far you're going to walk for this portion of the lab. Cool. Okay, so for this second part, one of the people is going to go to the end where the tape is, just one of you. Okay, you're going to take the tennis ball and you're going to toss it in front of you and walk towards the other person, tossing it in front of you as you walk. So one person is just going to toss the tennis ball. That's it. Just toss it simply in front of you as you're going. The second individual's job is to observe the first individual moving. So you are not actually using the tennis ball. The second person is watching the first person go. So what are you going to do? You're going to watch them walk towards you, and you're going to record what the path of the ball looks like as they are walking towards you. Simple, easy. The person isn't going to walk a second time, but you're going to stand off to the side and observe them as they walk past you. And you are going to record what you see, what the path of the ball is as they walk past you, and you're going to record this in your lab. Cool? Okay, now you're going to move on to the second document. This is the Indirect Measurement Lab. For this lab, you are going to be using materials located inside of the white basket. In order to do this lab, you are going to need 1 meter stick, 1 protractor, and 1 length of string in order to complete this lab. Okay, in order to do this, one partner is going to take the string, is going to walk over to the wall, and is going to stand completely and against it. what you're going to do is you're going to measure the height of that person using the string. You're going to take the string, you're going to put it at the top of that person's forehead, and you are going to stretch it out, you and your partner, all the way down till it reaches the ground. You're going to use this to measure the person's height. Meanwhile, the second partner is going to be pulling the string down to the ground. You're going to be using the string and the protractor. You're going to pull the string down, have it touch the ground, and you're going to use the protractor to measure the angle that the string forms with the ground. You have to record this, and you have to be very specific about what you're doing with this. You're going to use this to calculate roughly how tall the person is. So you're going to have the length of the string that you need to measure, and you're going to have the angle. You're going to use this in order to calculate how tall the person is. For the second part of the experiment, what you're going to do is you're going to repeat the process, and you're going to measure, instead of the hypotenuse, you are going to measure the adjacent side.